Looking to watch the best action film of 2017? On June 13th, John Wick Chapter 2 finally hits home video. Check out the affiliate link in the video description for more. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Birman. This is $3 Theater, here with a story for you that's pretty badass if you happen to be a fan of George Romero and you've been wondering where the hell he's been for the past 8 years. The last movie that Romero directed was his final film in his new trilogy, Survival of the Dead, which was kind of like a Hatfield versus McCoy's type film that didn't really, I think, land what Romero was best known for. This coming after Land of the Dead in 2005, Diary of the Dead in 2008, which I actually really liked Diary of the Dead. I thought it was a nice kind of turn of events in terms of tropes and whatnot. Also, Tatiana Maslany from Orphan Black is in that movie, so it's like, holy crap. I remember when that movie was getting ready to come out, George Romero was like, these actors are great. These actors are wonderful. You're going to be knowing their names for years to come. And the only one to come out of that was Tatiana Maslany. So to an extent, Romero is not wrong. But this new movie he's got coming out, it's not him directing it though. He's only producing it. So that's kind of what he wants to do now. He's 77 years old. He's done directing, but he still wants to help young filmmakers make their mark. And he still wants to do it underneath the Of the Dead banner. And that's actually 100% cool by me. So this movie is called George A. Romero Presents Road of the Dead, and it's an idea from stuntman turned director Matt Birman that basically involves zombie prisoners, or it takes place on an island after the zombie apocalypse, and it involves zombie prisoners racing cars NASCAR style through a Roman-like coliseum for the amusement of wealthy human survivors. It's co-written by Romero and Birman. The movie has been announced as part of the first wave of projects from Frontiers, which is an international co-production market. So basically, this is a kind of a new startup studio. This is their first project. Probably going to be I would say probably under 20 million, probably. Romero tends to work for pretty cheap. I think the reason why Land of the Dead actually, I think was like, God, that was like a $75 million movie or something, because Universal was like, we still have the rights, so we're just going to do this one and see what happens. And then after that, they opted to not continue with the rights, and it went back to George Romero. And so that's what he's been up to. The idea sounds pretty cool. I like the concept of it. It kind of feels like Death Race, the remake of Death Race, the 2008 one, which I actually did enjoy for the most part. And it feels a bit like that, but with zombies. And so one of the things that Romero does, I think, well, or at least he attempts to do well, is he takes current tropes and he likes to turn them on their ear. You know, if you look at the concept behind Night of the Living Dead, it had a black male lead. Movies back then didn't have that. You know, so it was dealing a lot with that. Diary of the Dead dealt with, point of view found footage, our obsession with technology, so on and so forth. Also probably trying to capitalize on that genre, which was hot at the time. But the original 1978 Dawn of the Dead, dealt with consumerism and the whole aspect built around a mall. And just still to this day, that movie is one of the scariest things I've ever fucking seen, and I love it. And so I'm really excited to see what comes out of this. Romero is, like I said, he's good at the ideas, but his directing skills as of late haven't been maybe as polished as they could. So we'll have to see what Matt Birman comes up with. But with Romero co-writing the script and adding in his flair, we might be able to see something that's kind of like, Night of the Living Dead with a little bit of Death Race and a little bit of Mad Max thrown in there. And that's not a bad thing. Again, Romero is good at kind of mixing up tropes and adding zombies to it. So we'll have to wait to see what the results are. But I'm pretty psyched for this, actually. I'm pretty stoked. I want to see what comes out of this, and I await more information. There's no release date yet. They're just currently in the processes of getting this thing off the ground, but we know that it's coming. And 2017, don't you dare take Romero from us yet. He still has a lot more work to do on this planet, so I'm putting my finger and I'm pointing at you. You keep him alive. But what do you guys think about this? Do you think this sounds like a good idea? Do you think Romero still has any talent? Do you trust in him? I still do. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. My name is, of course, Matt Birman. This has been $3 Theater. I'll talk to you guys later. Have yourself a fantastic day, and peace out.